It's Saki.
Samir here.
We are
Amisa.
Today we are going to talk about how I gain my knowledge and how I increase my faith. I've been studying for maybe 6-7 years before reversion, and after reversion it's been almost 2 years. Today we are not going to talk about how I came to Islam, but instead how I increase my knowledge and then faith after reversion. I've got to know so many things that I didn't expected, both good and bad. Just right after reversion, what kind of person was I?
Saki was very committed that time, so she started a lot of things about her style on hijab, and then went out to see a lot of people.
So your impression on me at the very beginning of reversion is like meeting people and then gain knowledge.
Yeah, so you were trying to seek for the knowledge, like trying to get a chance to know more deeper about Islam. That was I think the first impression.
Most of people willingly answered my question. It's not common if you are not Muslim, I guess. I felt reluctant to contact before because it's gonna, bother someone's time. Through my questioning, I realized that Muslims are willing to help each other. And then it really hit me.
You have been questioning a lot.
Maybe the very beginning, that's how I learned. I learned from other Muslims. I needed to learn how to perform prayer or principles about Islam. Luckily, I had a regular class with the teacher online. This is very helpful. For me, how I learned Surah to watch YouTube or TikTok because it's instant and I can repeatedly listen to it. So I was listening to it and I know it's kind of controversial, but I was listening to it and then performing the prayer, the very beginning. And then I started to understand what to say and what that means. That's how it works for me.
Yeah, it was great.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Is it okay to listen while I'm praying?
Oh, it's good.
It
yeah.
is not, right?
It's actually good. Yeah, it's not controversial. It's just perfect for a revert.
Okay.
But as a husband, I also started to change how I approach to teaching Saki. In the very beginning, I didn't put everything into her brain. It must be a lot for her to process or to digest everything. So what I did was I just explained to her little by little. For example, if she experiences something, I will only explain during that particular time, so that everything, all the knowledge won't bother her, very overwhelming for her. So I just take that kind of step. I am also very thankful for everyone's great guidance for Saki. I think it has been such a great journey for her to learn from different perspectives. But for me myself, what I started to change is I started to make a deck and then explain to Saki based on her needs. I am with her every day, so I know what she thinks and I know what she understands, I know what she needs. So I just I summarize everything and then so this is what you need to know first. Yeah, I think that helps a little bit. What do you think?
I think so. I think I learned a lot from your practices and then how you put Islam into life. If you don't practice Islam, it's just a knowledge and then you might not be able to learn.
Yeah.
But in his case, it's not like a study on the table. It's just put into the practice. So it's life. And then I could learn so much from him because it's practiced. He don't force me to study. He just let me study by myself. And then if I had any question, I can ask anytime. And he don't show any bad face. He just accept the questions and then try to answer. But I know it's also good for him because he can recall what he learned before.
Yes.
Or childhood. And then sometimes my perspective is very different from his own, so I might bring new question to him. So he might have to look up again, and then that kind of practice between us is actually increasing our understanding and the faith, both of them, into both of us.
I don't listen to reply, but I listen to understand where she where the gap is. Like for example, she said, why non-Muslim cannot enter the Jannah, and then that is the thing that I have to start do my homework. It's very different when you are in a majority Muslim or majority Muslim country or environment where something like this is very basic that you don't really challenge or you don't really talk about. But with Saki, I think I started to learn that from different angle. I think it's such a blessing for me to have this kind of conversation that it really refreshes whatever I have in me.
Even if it is truth, we need a heart to be ready. So my husband at first answered the truth only. It's like, whenever I ask, the same answer will come out. And then I was tired and annoyed, to be honest. By time, he understood my personality, and then he understood that I need exercise before I open my heart. So afterwards, it's actually quite recent though, afterwards, we started to have more understanding.
So in Japanese, there are like two words that relate to this. We call it stairu, and the second one is tsutawaru. Stairu means that you just, give it, you just deliver it. But tsutawaru means that something that hits your heart or your understanding.
Tsutawaru is to be received.
To be received. So it means that you don't just say, oh, please do this and that, but you have to make sure that you put a lot of efforts to make sure things are received well. Yeah. In Islam, we also have the logic thinking. So you also have to use that logic thinking to understand about life. And the other part is, I think we need to use an analogy. So you have to, relate with whatever in your surrounding. Yeah, I mean, of course, this is like a logic thinking part. I guess, yeah, it is what it is. But we have to put efforts on understanding. Make sure that we approach something because we want to understand it, not because we want to go against it. Yeah, to find the truth. I believe that. Yeah.
Through my journey, I realized that it is my journey, but at the same time, it's my partner's journey. Like since I am revert, we tend to focus on me to learn more and then practice more. But in reality, born Muslim, if you are married to revert, like we are actually in a different journey that I have to gain knowledge, and then he has to teach me or preach me so that our life goes easier with Islam. And he himself should have different challenges to live with revert because you are obviously exposed in in the environment that your partner doesn't know well about Islam. Understanding that we both are on a journey is very nice, very enjoyable and joyful. So yeah, I think it's very nice. Like both of us are enjoying the journey, and this is how we accelerate our understanding and then faith, I guess.
Thank you very much for listening to our video today, and I hope that this can be an inspiration for those who are struggling now. So yeah, hope to see you in our next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.